Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Echo. I'm your host Nicklefritz, and we have just discovered what I believe to be, clearly looks like the entrance to this mysterious palace on this mining planet of ours.
Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
Oh, wow. Huh. This is kind of really cool. I can't even begin to imagine, like...
He was right. It all looks completely untouched.
Just how beautiful this place is. I mean, it's unimaginable. Let's see, left, right. Let's go right. Oh, it wouldn't matter which way I went because it all loops around to the same area. But oh my goodness! Ah, this place is pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Ah, look at that beautiful, what is it, marble or onyx? This amazing tile floor, the gold chairs. Can you just imagine how many resources it must have taken just to build a place like this? I mean, this is... Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, this is cool. Alright. So we've got a room. An empty room, an empty hallway. A lot
You were right about the palace. What's the plan now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
I suppose we're looking for some sort of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Apparatus.
Would that be the soul sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We just need to power her
Maybe
up.
there's time
Tell her
travel in
that
here.
We're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Foreshadowing. Dun dun dun. Because if I can shout. For shouting. Nah, it didn't work. Hello.
Hello? Anyone home?
I'm moving down. There must be some sort of power below the halls.
Ah, but of course. Why wouldn't there be some sort of power? But yes, that's the plan, London. We're gonna dive deep into this monstrosity. Hello, does this go back up somewhere? And see what's around here. I mean, no one's stopping us from coming in, so I figure everything's okay. Hello? Hello? Okay, kaleidoscope. I guess we don't need you. Wait a minute, did I go up this way too? Wait, is that the way I came down? Oh goodness, now I've got myself all turned around. Okay, that's the way I came down. That led to nowhere, and this way is going straight along down into the darkness, into the depths of, well, the unknown, I suppose. What will we find down here, I wonder? Man. Back up. Oh, well, there's a long pathway there. And a nice stairwell up here. So, while there's no dialogue going on, and we have a moment, I actually do want to say that, I was having some difficulty recording, actually. There was some jerkiness that has actually gone away now, from the first episode that I played, and... Oh, this just goes back up here. How did I end up back up here? Was I... What? Oh, it goes the same way around. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, anyway, I had a friend come over to look at my computer, figure out, because based on the specs that I have for this computer, and I'm not going to get into the technical gibberish about that right at the moment, but I wasn't having, like, it should have been able to record. Based on the basic requirements of this game, I should have had no problems with it. So a friend came over and he looked at it, and sure enough, like, you know, my graphics card was fine. My CPU was fine. Hello? Okay. What are the chances? Because I know this ends up creating duplicates, like, that I walk up here, and it just jumps out of the mirror and grabs me? No. It's just my reflection. Okay. Everything's fine, never mind. Moving along. Moving swiftly along. Oh, goodness! Does it matter, left or right? Does it matter? I'll go right. It probably doesn't matter. All the other ways have had 2 ways to go about. But yeah, basically make a long...
These. They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that you keep reminding me of how dead and lonely and despairing my current situation is. I appreciate that, London. Please remind me the desperation that I am currently in. Remind me how hopeless things are. Remind me how pessimistic you are. And remind me of all the terrible things that are about to come out of the dark and kill me. Because, you know, I have no idea about those things. Ha ha. Anyway. Oh. Looks like going that way would have actually been beneficial this time because I had to loop the long way around. Hey there, face. But basically what we discovered is the biggest problem that I had was while I was recording, I was using a encoder, a software encoder that upon reviewing the footage, and actually I remember looking at it the other day, was taking 57% of my CPU usage just to record, and we changed it to a hardware encoder, and all of a sudden it was down to like 6.5%, which was a lot better because my computer is also using 30% power just to run the game itself. Hello?
Anyone home?
Because I'm sure that
Anyone home?
just shouting out into the darkness would be the best solution in this sort of scenario. I mean,
Hello?
if I was here, in the dungeons in the deep, I'm sure that I would be calling out, because I would love to see what kind of dragons and monsters are about to come out of the darkness, because that's all that ever happens in these places.
It's a voice.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices. Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
Of course, he says. What's the point of tuning it? Vault? Oh, like vault over it. Whoop. Yeah, cool. Let's remember that. Come on, tune it. Strike it with your hand. Ooh. The harmonious ring. So yeah, if this didn't get everyone's attention,
Hello?
this certainly would, I imagine. They call it a mine. Flashback to Lord of the Rings, la-di-da-di-da. That was probably not a good idea if this was anything like that in the Lord of the Rings. Oh, what was that place called? I don't recall. It's been so long since I've been there myself, of course. Hey, more mirrors. More kaleidoscopes. More things that I don't understand and won't help me in the long run. Perhaps if I just keep shouting.
Hello?
Allow everyone to know that
Hello?
I am here. Hello, another tuning fork. If you haven't heard me yet, I'm here. Wake up anyone sleeping out in the dark.
Anyone home?
But that's not what I wanted to do.
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
What it is? What do you mean it's decryption? What kind of decryption is kicking in? What is it going to find for me? Oh, it's so pretty. I know I've said it like twice now, but it's so pretty. Oh, could you imagine? Dances here, a ball, lots of people in pretty dresses and suits. Oh, I just want to party now. Who's with me? You want to come and join me in the party? We can make it a party. This can be our party room. Oh, that'd be so cool. Do. But then again, leading back to what I was talking about with the computer itself, we spent like 2 hours testing a whole bunch of different configurations with different frames per second and different encoders and all that whatnot. And a weird thing kept occurring still, which we thought maybe was perhaps somewhat of the game with there was a little bit of jerkiness in the first episode, and it continued to happen even after we discovered our best settings, because we went and we re-recorded some of the cinematic portions of the first episode.
That door is different.
Hello? Because they really, we wanted a better picture for the episode, but suddenly, we actually upped the bit rate in the recording to 3,500, and the jerkiness went away. It was a little bit bizarre, and my friends were...
That's an activation mechanism for the door.
Alright. Well, that's helpful. Can I interact with it? Can I make you do a thing to open the door? Open sesame! I said open sesame! Okay. Clearly it's not password encoded. Or I don't know the password.
This is meaningless. Foster is dead. Some
You
things
don't
just
know
cannot
that!
be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube, and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's
Well, maybe
not
it
like
is.
that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that, but I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Grant spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool. We were created
Creating?
to come here. And this feels very weird.
From the gene pool. So I wasn't... He's not actually my grandfather. I was like manufactured, selected, grown, if you will. Okay. So, why is he called my grandfather then? I don't know. I'm sure we'll discover more as we go on, because what kind of a game would it be if there was not more discovery to be discovering? A. Hello? Anyone? Home.
Now, these I know. We had rings exactly like them in the gardens.
The suit detects a small gravity charge inside the scepter.
Perhaps it can power the big door. The pedestal looks like the activation mechanism.
Well, okay then. So I'll just go and grab this, because, you know, nothing bad ever happened from grabbing something off of a giant golden pedestal. Right? I think Aladdin just rolled over in his grave.
Just out of curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold?
That's an excellent point, London.
It does seem a bit much, even if you are filthy rich.
The rings were not for show. They are part of our training.
Oh, and you do what exactly? Step inside and feel wealthy?
Yes,
Not
actually.
quite. The rings
Or
spin
not.
up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in. At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. No, wait too long.
Huh.
Right. You almost had me going there for a while.
Why don't you believe anything I say? London, seriously, I'm telling you the truth. I have to be. I'm telling you it as I know it. But my goodness, so hold on. So we were created, the resourcefuls. Many of us were made from a gene pool. I mean, he created us, manufactured us, and we were designed for a purpose. But like, so we were training to come here. So she knows this place because of what was recreated, what was basically replicated for the sake of being ready to come here. I mean, I was created in a test tube for the sole purpose of exploring this palace. So what exactly is my grandfather trying to discover?
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door.
Actually, I did, now that you mention
The
it.
scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be
Just
nice
you wait.
always feeling that the world will act in your favor.
Well,
It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this momentarily.
well, in my case, since this isn't actually the Hunger Games, the world does work in my favor. The odds are, in fact, ever in my favor. Sir, Mr. London. And I'm willing to bet you're about to find that I am successful and right. How much you want to bet, London, huh? I bet money, but I got all the wealth I need in here if I can just strip it from the walls like El Dorado. Mine. Alright.
Now, let's see.
Spin it.
Nothing. What a shock.
Spin it. Twist it.
Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
Yeah. Spin it. Come
I
on.
don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. For about half an hour, it consumes everything. All that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
You called it the
Oh my
translation.
God.
The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove
What?
he was right. That Foster can come back, that's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember?
Oh,
That's how I stayed
Sorry.
alive all these years after
This is
leaving
silver
gardens.
thing.
Well, this time
Consuming-
it didn't pan out.
ugh.
Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
Well, okay then. I think we're in. Well, we haven't walked in yet, but we have to be in. But what? So, Foster. I killed Foster. And the soul and the body must enter the
you
palace
see that?
separately.
The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
Well, I must say I rather like it. It's pretty, like a nightlight. I feel all comforted now. All I need's a teddy bear. I feel really silly for saying that. I regret this immediately. But this is really pretty. Oh, I love it. But back to Foster. What was that? I thought I saw someone up there. Hello?
Anyone home?
No? Okay. But I saw Foster. I saw Foster. What do you thought? I didn't see Foster. Wow. Wow. Wait, what was this way? Wow. This is a long hallway. What's up ahead? What's front? Front and center, sir. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by myself. But Foster, we translated him into a cube, which is now on my back. He's coming with us. And I guess that machine was the soul sucker? But for what purpose? And Gramps did this to hundreds of hundreds of resourcefuls. I wonder if we all look the same. Were we actually exact duplicates of ourselves? And is perhaps this place actually...
This place is huge.
Thanks for
This
noticing.
hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core.
Wow.
Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
It's huge! It's the entire... It is the entire planet! It's the entire freaking planet is this... It's one giant... It's Treasure Planet! We have found Treasure Planet! And the gold is all here! Everything! Built into the infrastructure of the very being of this planet. Wow! And, well, then... What, but it wasn't... the whole thing was actually mined. Did they just take everything that was in this planet and make this giant palace out of it? It seems a little counterintuitive, counterproductive, unnecessary. But then I wonder too, I mean, because she said that the soul and the body must enter separately, which is why Gramps had to translate them into basically a metaphysical being, perhaps? Hello, does this place just loop on forever? Does it ever change? So do we have to be translated even to enter the palace? Like, is this actually... What if the palace exists on different dimensional planes? That there's the physical realm, which is just dead and nothing's going on, and perhaps what we are actually here to find only exists in some sort of metaphysical dimension that you can only enter by being translated into this cube, and if you will, digitally uploaded into the other dimension of this palace? Like, is that what we're going for? Is that what we're about to discover? Huh. But I don't know. There's a lot of questions here to unravel. A lot of things to figure out. A lot of hallway to walk down.
Hello? Hello?
Nothing. Absolutely zilch zada zoodle. Nothing.
Anyone home?
Okay. Let us peruse around. Is there anything? Look, I'm guessing it looks just kind of like this place just loops on forever, for infinity and beyond. So down we go. Whoa! It really is.
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
Oh, excellent. Cool. That's hello. Hello. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like something creeping, crawling through the darkness. Like a slithery snake. Oh, can I go down here? Can I go in here? Oh, what's this? What's the point of this? I don't know. Back to the mission at hand. Back to following the little triangle on my screen. But what are these for? Oh, come on. I just, like... Do they open something? Do they resonate with the walls and help it power on? What's the point of me finding them? Are there any answers here, London? Can you give me something? You've given me... Well, a direction to go, so I can't complain too much, I suppose. Sorry, London. You're actually the only reason...
Give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace, but he had already lost me. All I could hear was the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now.
Wow.
I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15.
Turn.
I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
Brendan,
22.
you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
Huh. Okay, so... Foster helped us escape. But I ran at 15. I've been out for 7 years. I'm 22 now, if the math seems to certainly make sense. And, oops. Oh, sorry. This way. Oh, that way makes a lot more sense. Hello. The turn. I wonder what the turn is. Could that be like... I mean, he's got all these resourcefuls who are kind of following him, leading him. Is the turn... Like, did we all turn on Gramps because we realized that this was not good? I mean... He basically killed hundreds of us, turned us into cubes, and for what? And what exactly are we here to find? How does Gramps know about this palace? There's a lot of history here that I can't wait to unravel and figure out. And I mean, evidently, I was thinking maybe that we weren't... For a moment, I thought that maybe we were some other being other than humans, but I mean, you said on Earth, so... Earth has become... much less than it ever was. As they were saying, people out there fighting like animals. I mean, is that social commentary on our current status of life here on Earth? Of humanity? Is that what that is? Hello, big thing. Hold on. You look important, but before I get to you, what's over here? Is there anything down this way that could be helpful? Or even just have relative intrinsic value? I'm gonna guess not. It doesn't look like a lot of things are out here. No. Nope. Okay, so just down this way we go. But how did Gramps know about this place? Who and why, although I think I said it was a mining operation, but was it more than that? Could have been one of those big things that were created. What is the deeper purpose of this palace? Because clearly it was not mined out for resources. It was mined out to create this palace, which has a much bigger and grander purpose, which we do not yet know. Ooh, a throne. Ooh.
Is that a throne?
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna crouch and look at it from below because it's pretty. It's prettier this way. Up we go. That's weird.
Look.
Stop crouching. Huh. Oh. It's a timed thing. Okay. Let's, is that a tuning fork? That's a trophy. Never mind. A Voss, rather. Again. Let's try this again. Yes. The secret lies within the eyes of our king. Okay, just made it. I wonder if that door would have, like, sliced me in half, or would it have waited for me to get through? I don't know. Either way, this looks like a very important thing about to occur here, I would have to guess. So... I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I am really enjoying this game. This is spectacular. It is phenomenal, and especially now that it's running a lot better for me. Oh, it's beautiful. But yes, if you are enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe so you can continue watching as I post this. And if you like this video, share it with a friend so that they can go along on this journey with us as well. Until next time, this is Nicklefritz, signing off. Pretty.